And welcome to 520 Sports Talk. We are here at Michas Mexican Food on the corner of 39th and South 4th Avenue in South Tucson. Best Mexican food around. It's worth the trip if you live anywhere in the city of Tucson. Make the trip down here. It's definitely worth it. We're definitely glad they're back open. They had a fire here in April that closed the business for a few months, and we are really happy that they're open, and they are a proud sponsor of 520 Sports Talk. So thank you very much, Michas. Sparkle Cleaners, 11 locations. They're open since 1961. Most of you guys weren't born, but they've been doing laundry for that long, so you know they're doing something right. Right now they're featuring home and business delivery and pickup. So if you have dry cleaning, your laundry, whether you're at work or at home, they will come and pick it up. It'll save you a trip going down to Sparkle Cleaners. So thank you very, very much, Sparkle Cleaners. Vibe Energy Bars. You can go to VibeInfusion.com or VibeEnergyBar.com. This is a really revolutionary bar that just came out about 6 months ago. It's an energy bar, and I know that some of the young kids, they like Red Bull and they like Monster. That stuff's terrible for you. It ends up giving you a heart attack. These are all natural bars. The energy comes from espresso, and it's also flavored by agave, so there's no sugar in it. It's all natural, and it's definitely worth a try. They have a lot of sponsors now. We are one of the first ones. They're our first corporate sponsor, so definitely check out Vibe Energy Bar. They're going to come out with some symptomatic bars that are good for like PTSD, good for high blood pressure, good for heart disease, good for diabetes. So that's going to start happening in April, so definitely check out their website, vibeinfusion.com. Frog and Firkin, our lead sponsor at University Main Gate Square at Tyndall and University. Something's always going on at the Frog. You know that. You go to school there. Whether it's our show, it's karaoke, it's trivia, live sports, live music. Check out Frog and Firkin. Voted by the Arizona Daily Star with the best pizza in town and the best outside dining in town. Wings Over Broadway, we're going to be there the next 2 nights. Tomorrow night's a special night, and I want to tell you guys about it because we want Tucson to really back this team. The Tucson Sugar Skulls, it's the indoor football league. They've had 3 games. They're 2-1. They're actually playing very well. We're going to have 3 of the players, and I got 3 stars. I didn't get 3 guys that sat on the bench. I got 3 stars tomorrow. The quarterback who won Player of the Week in Week 3, Cam Gaddis, who went to Santa Rita High School. He's a local kid. He had a pick 6 in the first game in San Diego. And also Brandon's the wide receiver that leads the team in receptions. So definitely come out at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Wings Over Broadway East. That's on the southeast corner of Camino Seco and Broadway. You'll find it nestled right behind the McDonald's. So thank you, Wings, and we'll see you the next 2 nights. The night after that, we have the Empire High School girls softball team, and they are currently undefeated. So they won the state championship a couple years ago, and Coach Shannon Woolridge definitely has them in midseason form. You'll definitely want to check out that show. Now, that show will be hosted by Troy Hutchison and David Adams, who are the host for the Arizona football pregame show during football season. I will be covering the Arizona women's basketball team at the WNIT tournament in McHale Center. So definitely check out that show on Thursday. Bianchi's Italian Food in Marana, right in Tangerine and Thornydale, just east of the intersection. Also the main location at Speedway and Silverbell over by the west campus of Pima. They've been in business since 1975. Authentic Italian food. Definitely check them out. Johnny Gibson's Downtown Market. We will be there at the latter part of the month. There at 6th Avenue and Broadway. And it's in the patio. This is our show Under the Stars, and it's in conjunction with High Wire Lounge. So definitely get something to eat at Johnny's. They have great sandwiches, great burgers. They have ready-to-eat food. If you guys want cocktails or beer, High Wire Lounge will take care of you. And we will go through the rest of the sponsors a little bit later. Fellas, I am glad to have you guys here tonight. This is my honor. 2-time state champions. I won a state championship in basketball. I never won 2 of them, so I'm in hallowed ground here. We really appreciate it. Teagen Rache from the U of A track team is also with me co-hosting. Hi, Teagen.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. So we were going to have the coach on first, but we're going to get you guys on because I know you want to go to the baseball game over at the High C. So we're going to start with you. We'll go around this way. Give us your name, what year you are in school, and what position you play.
Hello, I'm Germán Fajardo. I'm a right-handed pitcher, and I'm a senior.
My name is Matthew Bachelier. I'm a junior, and I'm a right-handed pitcher.
My name is Kenneth Jimenez. I'm a junior, and I'm a catcher.
My name is Gerardo Martinez. I'm a pitcher, and I'm a junior at Nogales High School.
My name is Jorge Borges. I'm a senior, and I play shortstop.
Okay, so all upperclassmen. Go ahead.
So you guys are ranked number 25 right now. What are your team goals for this season?
Well, I mean, like always, our ultimate goal is just to finish out on top, winning the last game of the season, hopefully coming back with that third straight state championship.
I bet that's hard to say and it's harder to do, but you guys are in good shape, ranked 25th in the nation. So let me ask you this. You guys are all upperclassmen, so you were part of the other two championship teams. So I'm going to get answers from all you, and we'll start over here. What's the most satisfying one? The first one, because you're hungry to get that first one. The second one is harder to maintain because you've got that bullseye on your back, and everybody wants to knock you off. So what is the best, or what was your favorite championship, the first one or the second one?
Honestly, I'd have to agree with you. I felt like the first one was just like when you get that first one, you know, you got things going the right way. So I'd say the first one.
I would say the first one because it was a big drought, and winning the first one was way more exciting. The second one, it was hard, but like we knew we had a good team, and we knew it could get done.
All right.
I wasn't part of the first one, but the second one was my first one, and it was a really good experience, and yep.
So those guys give you a hard time because they got 2 rings and you only have 1?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like he said, I wasn't part of the first one. My older brother was. I was part of the second one this past year. So that's my first one, so definitely very exciting for me.
For me, it was the second one just because I felt like we had to, since we lost early in the playoffs, like coming back, it felt a lot harder, and for me, it was a little bit more special, the second one.
Well, now that you guys are entering your third season trying to reclaim the title, do you feel pressure? Are you guys focused on the championship game, or are you just trying to take it one game at a time?
Well, we're just trying to take it one game at a time, but there is that pressure because it's just that everyone expects us to win. But for me, like he said, we have the team to do it, and I feel like we have a great chance of winning this year.
You guys don't all have to answer the question because I know you're going to say the same thing. So, okay, so you're playing 5A. Their first 2 championships were 4A, so you kicked it up. Did a bunch of moms have babies like 16 years ago or something? So you're enrolling. You went from 4A to 5A, or what's the deal? But really, there's not really a big difference. It doesn't matter what number's in front of the A. I played for a small school, and at that time 3A was the highest. And we went to a Christmas tournament, and we beat 2 3A schools, Catalina and Rincon, and we were just a little private school, and so it doesn't matter what number's in front of that A, because all it matters is they got more students, and they may have a little bit more to choose from, but I've seen the best athletes come out of smaller schools. So have you noticed any difference in the competition jumping up from 4A to 5A?
Well, I mean, so far we've played about 11 games. We've done pretty well, but the 5A isn't going to be determined until the end of the season, so hopefully we could just get it going at the end.
You guys play on your high school team. Do any of you play on your club team as well?
Yeah, we all play for, we also play for the tri-baseball team, which is most of us, and for BNL, the baseball's next level up here in Tucson.
How do you manage such a busy schedule with school?
I mean, definitely just knowing how to manage your time between school and baseball. I mean, school's always going to come first is very important because if baseball goes away, I mean, the only option that's left is definitely going to be school. But like I said, I mean, it's just knowing how to manage your time, and there's certain things that come before something else, and you need to get those things done first.
Now that you guys are upperclassmen, what are your plans? What's next for you?
I mean, most of us are going to be playing next year. Next year, hopefully I'll be on the team for the U of A. I already signed my national letter of intent to play next year, and hopefully everything goes well.
Okay, so one thing about going to the U of A, you're going to have to get rid of this maroon, okay? All right, so let me ask you this question. How was your recruiting process? I'm sure the U of A was not the only school that was after you. If you're playing D1, baseball, I mean, you've got to be a really, really good athlete. So just kind of take us through the recruiting process. Did they contact you as a sophomore, freshman, or they wait till your junior year? What was the deal?
Well, for me, mostly all of my recruiting process happened the summer after my junior year. For me, it was kind of stressful because just I had the worry, like, because I wasn't a highly recruited player either. Like, it was kind of stressful, like, not knowing where I was gonna end up the next year. Like, I just wanted to get a good school and just play after my senior year of high school.
Well, tonight we really are celebrating the coach's success and his 300 wins. How does it feel to play under a coach that has had so much success and such a culture of winning?
Well, I mean, it's awesome when you got a great program, and that all starts with the coaches. They set up with the culture, and once you got players that really buy into that, that's when great things start to happen.
Let me tell you a funny story. Coach Favela last year, actually, you guys were supposed to be on the team, and you guys were coming back for a trip, and I think his car caught on fire in the EG's drive-in. And he actually called me and said, "Oh, I don't think we're going to make it to the show, so we schedule you for this year. Hopefully that's okay with all you and the parents as well." But that's kind of a funny story, you know. It's like, that's pretty funny. Your car catches on fire in the EG's drive-in. Okay, so I know where you're going. Do any of you other athletes have letters of intent signed, or are you being pursued by any particular school?
I am also a senior, and I also signed my national letter of intent to go play at Sacramento State University.
Great.
I'm going to play at New Mexico State. I'm a junior.
So I'm going to get your address because I want you to send me some of those New Mexico chiles, okay?
I'm a junior and I'm uncommitted. Probably make a decision later this spring.
Great.
I'm a junior as well. I recently verbally committed to play at Gonzaga University.
Nice.
That's excellent. Congratulations.
So let's talk about school a little bit, okay? We believe at 520 Sports Talk, your parents, your families believe the same thing. There's no such thing as an athlete-student. It's a student-athlete. You guys made a great point. I mean, when you guys are older and you got to hang up the spikes, you know, that point comes in your life. What are you going to do then? You know, I mean, even if you make the major leagues and stuff. My normal co-host, David Adams, he excelled here. He was all-city, all-state at Sunnyside. He went to the university and was all Pac-10 at the time, and he played for the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Yet he still is working. He's a very successful businessman. So my point is high school is going to prepare you for college, and college is going to prepare you for life, okay? You're going to make your mark after sports is over 90% of the time, okay? I played 3 sports in high school. I played in college. But I made my mark. I worked for the fire department, okay? And that's what you have to look for. That's what you have to strive for is how are you going to make the world a better place? So let's start with you. Go around and what do you think or what would you like to have your course of study for your undergrad in college?
Well, next year I want to be studying business here at the University of Arizona, and hopefully later in the future help my dad out with his business and hopefully take over sometime.
Beautiful.
As of right now, I'm a junior, so I haven't really thought that far ahead, but it is a great law school where I'm going to be going, so that's definitely something I would look into or consider.
So you like to argue, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. You make a great lawyer.
I would like to study something in sports, like be a trainer or something. Be something in the sports.
Like sports medicine?
Yes.
You'll always have patience, believe me.
Yep.
I'm planning to study business and hopefully open up a business with my brother or a barber shop or something like it.
All right. He's got the cool hair. Focus in on him. He's got the great hair going.
So I'm planning to go study either finance or economics. I haven't decided yet, but it's either one of those two.
You guys have played baseball, I'm sure, for so many years. Can you ever see baseball not being a part of your life, whether it's a career with coaching or still playing one day?
I mean, it's hard not to see baseball in my future just because we've played it for so long and just because I have the love for the game. Well, hopefully I could play as long as I can and just keep living the dream.
Yeah, well, I'd have to agree. Like, if if somehow it doesn't work out, I'd also like to stay in the sport and hopefully coach at a higher level, either high school, college, or whatever it is.
I mean, you always gotta have a plan B. You never know what's gonna you never know what's gonna happen. So you have to like focus on school and like really enjoy what you're gonna do after, because you never know what's gonna happen during a game or if something's gonna happen to you and you're not gonna be able to play anymore.
That's a great point. I'm glad that you're aware of that. That's a great point.
I would also want to be like a coach or scout or be a trainer at some level. And
same. Honestly, I don't think I could see my future like without baseball, just because it's been such a big part of my life. I mean, not only is it a game, but I've learned so much more through it. Life lesson, just everything. You know, you got to get up when you're down, and you got to come back, bounce back. Even after a loss, it just taught me so many things, and I just hope I can share the knowledge I will have in the future with younger generations.
Those are great answers, and there's a lot of life lessons that transcend sports into your regular life, and I know that you know that as a fact. So that's good that you're aware of it. It's very, very mature on your part that you have a course that you want to follow. Obviously, the juniors, you got a little chance to change your mind, and even when you get into college, I mean, so many people change their majors once they get in. So, really, really proud of you guys. I want to ask you a couple of funny questions, okay? And I'll let Teagen ask the first one.
All right, first off, super simple. What's your favorite TV show?
Ooh, TV show?
My favorite TV show is Jimmy Neutron. It has funny characters, so yeah.
There's no wrong answers.
I also like those Cartoon Network shows like Rick and Morty. Those are my favorite shows.
I like Adventure Time. Just because it's adventurous.
Seen a theme here.
You guys all watch TV together or something?
No, I'm not into what they're into, but I like shows like The Walking Dead, just stuff like that.
I like watching Blue Mountain State. It's a football show. It's pretty funny.
Good answers. Okay, so on that Walking Dead theme, let me kind of go in that direction. If there was a zombie apocalypse, you have two people that you can take with you to help you stay alive. Now, I want you to think outside the box a little bit on this, okay? Don't say your dog because he's mean or something like that, you know. Or if you take your girlfriend, you know you're going to be dead in like 3 minutes, okay?
Alright. So who am I taking in the zombie apocalypse?
Two people.
Chuck Norris and the Hulk.
Chuck Norris.
My brother, that's thinking outside the box.
I don't know.
I'd take Michael B. Jordan because he joked, and Matthew because he's my teammate.
All right, fair enough.
You go, Adam. I would take Charlie Sheen.
Why, so you can get drunk or what?
No, but I feel like he has like a funny personality and like, yeah.
And that's going to help you against a zombie?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. There's no wrong answers.
You can't be like, you gotta have fun.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I would take Rocky Balboa.
Good answer.
Good. Oh my gosh. I would take my mom because she's crazy and she would kill anybody.
That's the best answer so far.
She'll kill anybody standing my way. And who else would I take? That's it. Just my mom. That's all I need.
Fair enough. Good answers. Okay, so we can get you guys over to High C real quick. Here's your chance. I spoke to you before the show. This is a worldwide broadcast, so here's your chance to shout out to anybody on the planet that you want to say hi to.
I want to give a shout out to my family, my mom, my sister, and my dad.
I want to give out a shout out to all my family, my brothers, my mom, dad, and just anyone who supports us and keeps up with what we're doing.
I'd like to give a shout out to my mom and dad and my brother Kevin.
I'd like to give a shout out to my family in Hermosillo and my parents that are going to watch this.
Are they watching?
Pretty sure they are.
All right, so remember to tell them if they didn't catch it live, we're going to publish it. Producer Pearson will publish it. It'll stay on Facebook forever.
Oh, okay.
And YouTube. Good point.
Also, like everyone else, shout out my family. I know you guys are watching, so thank you and everyone else down in Nogales who supports us.
All right, great. You guys are out of here. Congratulations. I'm shaking the hands of some superstar baseball players. Appreciate you coming in. Watch the cords on the way out. All right, so we're going to get the next four up here while they're changing spots. Just let's go back into our sponsorship. New Stitch Embroidery at 3114 South 12th Avenue. It's just north of Pueblo High School. They do our shirts. They do great silk screen. They have this cool laser jet printer that actually laser jets colors onto clothing. And if you know anything about silk screen, the more colors you have, the more expensive it is to make your cost feasible. You don't want to sell a shirt for $50 because you got 18 colors on there. So they do have that inkjet printer. You can have as many colors as you want. It's the same price. Definitely check them out. New Stitch Embroidery. It's newstitch.net. Chiba Hut. I was here earlier today. This place rocks. I mean, you'll never eat at Subway, Jersey Mike's, Freaky Fast, EG's. Try out Chiba Hut. It's got great toasted sandwiches. For the parents, you might be interested in this. It's got retro drinks like Kool-Aid and Tang. You guys don't know what Tang is, but we know what Tang is. So definitely check out Chiba Hut. It's right across the street and down a little bit from the U of A football stadium. It's technically right across the street, I believe, from the beach volleyball pits and stuff. So Chiba Hut, we appreciate that. Thank you. Their motto is nothing's fried here except for the occasional customer. So check them out. Platinum Fitness. Platinum Fitness is one of our favorite sponsors. Right now you can join for $1, no contract. I mean, how cool is that? So do your workout. You get in for $1. Pay a low, I think it's $25 fee. There's 3 locations, Ina and Oracle, 5800 East Speedway, and Golf Links in Harrison. The location on Speedway is 24/7. So if you're a nurse or you work odd hours, you can go at 2 or 3 in the morning and get your workout in. So thank you, Platinum Fitness. First Heritage Realty, the A to B team with Brittany Palma. Move the healthy way with Brittany. Brittany is a jiu-jitsu athlete. She's a fitness competitor and just a great all-around athlete. She has been on our show and helped co-host the show a few times with me. So definitely, for all your real estate needs, check out Brittany at 520-270-7958. Oasis Air Conditioning and Heating. This is run by my Theo and my cousin. So they service Green Valley, Sarita, and the Tucson area. So don't wait till it's blazing hot to get your air conditioner up and get it running, because I believe, tomorrow's the first day of spring, or next day after that? Yeah, it's coming up, which means you know how Tucson and southern Arizona is. You're going to have like 4 days of spring, and then it's going to be hot. So definitely get your air conditioning checked out. You can call them at 520-648-1755. Jim Miller, State Farm. You'll see this little red VW outside of his office. Now, he's up where I live in Marana at Wade and Silverbell. His quote is, "Come bug me for a quote." And definitely do that, because he has life insurance, auto insurance, renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance. He's a one-stop shop. Jim Miller, State Farm. You can get a hold of him at mymaranaagent.com, or the office number is 520-900-7842. And we'll get finished up with the rest of the sponsors after we talk to these baseball guys. How you doing, fellas?
First of all, let's start with a question not really related to baseball. If you couldn't be a baseball player, what would be your dream job?
Play in the NFL for sure.
Nice.
Well, I would like to be like a guide, of like a hunting guide or a fishing guide, something like that.
Explain that a little bit more.
Well, I really like to hunt and fish, so like people would like ask me for help, like, can you help me guide where I would go to, like, hunt deer or different animals, and I'll lead them the way and help them get their trophy kill.
Interesting. Let me interject on that a little bit. You want to hear my hunting story?
Sure.
My dad took me down to Arivaca, and he goes like, "Yeah, we were down here last week scouting out, and there's a big water hole way over there. You see that mountain?" And I saw one that's about half a mile away. I'm like, "Yeah, that one right there." He goes, "No, that one way back there." Yeah, okay. He goes, "That's where we're going to walk." I'm like, "So we're parking the truck here, and we're walking 6 miles, shooting a deer, dragging him back 6 miles, and that's fun?" He says, "Oh, yeah, you'll love it." I said, "I'll see you back at camp." Go ahead.
I think I'd just like to be a successful businessman, if anything.
All right.
I'd like to be a personal trainer.
Personal trainer, all right.
I would like to be a coach, whatever team, like baseball.
What sport?
Coach.
Oh, baseball coach?
Baseball coach, yeah.
Okay, so you're going after coach's 300 win? You're
Yeah.
gonna try to break that record?
All his steps.
All right, so while we're here, we don't know who you are. You guys know each other, but the viewers out there don't know you. So give me your name, what year you are in school, and what position you play.
Well, my name is Alec Acevedo. I'm a senior. Oh, and I play first base.
Okay.
My name is Alec Ibarra. I'm a senior, and I play second base.
My name is Jesus Lopez. I'm a senior and I play third base.
My name is Brian Espinosa. I'm a sophomore, and I play second base.
And my name is Ricky Maitorena. I'm a center fielder, and I am a senior.
Love those center fielders because they got those rockets for arms.
So with 4 of you being seniors, what's next for you after this season?
Well, I'm going to go play baseball in California at Cal State, San Marcos, and San Diego.
Not a boy, I'm from San Diego.
I'm gonna be going to Pepperdine University to play baseball.
Right in Malibu, nice campus.
I'm gonna be headed not too far from here, but Prescott to Yavapai College to play baseball.
They're beasts.
And I'll be attending Pima Community College.
They're beasts too. In fact, it'll probably come down between Pima and Yavapai. Okay, so I went to a small school. Nogales isn't necessarily a small school. You guys are 5A now, so congratulations on that. But there's something really important that I want to talk to you guys about, and that's playing multiple sports. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be on an organized league or something like that, but having been in the fire department and being in the medical field and knowing a lot of sports medicine doctors, a lot of physical therapists, they're seeing injuries now on kids your age that they never saw in other generations because of the club sports scene. You know, you're playing baseball 365 days a year. The girls are playing softball or volleyball and stuff. It's just you're not using the other muscle groups. So it's very, very important. Like even if you don't have, like I said, you don't have to go sign up for a league, but there's other sports that'll actually help you in baseball, especially if you're like an infielder. Go play racquetball. Your lateral movement back and forth. And believe me, if you guys have played racquetball, you can wring your shirt out after an hour of racquetball. It'll kick your butt. So that type of thing. Go run around the track. Do some football exercises between the strings or something like that. It's just you don't want muscle fatigue, and you'll know because I haven't used these muscles in a while. I'm a little sore, even though you're a baseball player or a football player doing the same thing or a basketball player. So I just want to kind of encourage you guys to use other muscle groups, to play other sports. I know my friend and OJ knows him over at Mountain View High School. He's a softball coach. He has his girls throw a football for 10 minutes before they even pick up a softball because of the fact it uses different muscle groups in the shoulders. So it's a good idea just to, just kind of my advice to you is just, do other sports just so you can get those muscles, in tune and everything like that. Believe me, it'll help your baseball.
Well, going off that, do any of you guys play any other sports, or have you growing up?
Well, growing up, I played flag football and a little bit of football here and there. But really, we just like to go with each other and play a round of golf with each other, or just go to each other's houses and just play some basketball 3-on-3 or something like that.
I'm jealous because golf is really hard. I don't know about you guys here, but I have to get good at something in a relatively short amount of time. I'm that competitive, and golf is not something you can get good at quickly. Plus, it's very expensive.
That's true. Well, growing up, I played baseball, basketball, football, soccer, golf, everything.
Attaboy.
I played 1 year of football in high school, but that's it.
In middle school, well, I played all the sports, like every year. But like when I got to high school, I played 1 year of football, and I just stick with baseball.
What didn't you like about football?
I love it. Like,
oh, you do?
Yeah.
So do you like, let me ask you this question in particular. Would you rather score the winning touchdown? Because you look like you'd be a skill position player. You're not big enough for an offensive lineman. So, so would you rather score the winning touchdown, or would you rather be like a free safety and just stick some guy on the 1 yard line and the game's over and you win and you just kind of look at him and like, yeah.
I'd rather score the touchdown.
Okay, good deal.
Growing up, I just played baseball and basketball.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Would you rather, and I've watched the Apache basketball team. They're really good. I watched you a couple of years ago at the Martin Luther King tournament. And I think he's graduated. I don't remember his name, but you had that one guy on the outside. I mean, he could shoot from half court and make it. He was phenomenal. But yeah, exactly. So would you rather score the winning touchdown, or excuse me, the winning basket, or would you rather block the attempt to win for the other team?
I'd rather score the winning basket to win.
All right.
You guys obviously all chose baseball as your main sport, and you guys all have plans for the future to go keep playing. What is your favorite part of being on this team right now?
Honestly, it's the chemistry, just because we've been playing together since some of us since we were 3 years old. We've been playing together, and all the hard work and time we put into it, it doesn't even feel like we're going to practice or play. It feels like we're just going to have fun every single day of the year. So.
Yeah, like he said, it's the chemistry, like having fun, the talks, the laughs. It's all about.
I think it's just like the brotherhood, the friendship that we all built, all of us. I mean, we're all great with each other. We love to be around each other, and we love to play together.
Yeah, same here. It's honestly the chemistry. Got a couple family members here. Brothers, consider them all brothers. But yeah, it's all family around here.
Like what he said, we're a family, and we love to win together with each other and just have fun doing what we love.
Okay, so I have a two-part question. How many of you played on the Nogales Little League team that won the national championship?
None of us here.
None of us here. Wow. It was the group before, the guys that left for the baseball game. Okay, that's phenomenal too. I mean, that's something to be proud of. I've got a friend, Ed Vosberg, who actually I could never hit off of him. He struck me out every time when I was a kid. He went on to play at the University of Arizona, won a national championship, and he pitched in a World Series for the Florida Marlins. So he's one of three guys on the face of the earth that played in a Little League championship, won a national championship, and has a World Series ring. So definitely something to aspire to. So. Okay, funny question time, producer. Yeah. All right. Funny question time. All right, so you guys all play club ball too, so I know you travel. And you're the only school in Nogales, so it's not like you're in Tucson and you just go around town playing everybody else. So I know you travel. So tell me this. What's your favorite gas station food and drink?
For drink, I'm going to have to go with Bang. And for food, probably Airheads, for sure.
Okay.
Well, my favorite food or candy would be I'm not even sure how to say.
Candy. You can have QT hot dog or whatever.
Yeah, no. Well, my candy what I get all the time. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, but it's like squirms or squirworms, something like that.
Is that a gummy type thing?
Yeah, they're like gummy worms, pretty much. And my drink, I'm basic. I just get a red Gatorade.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say water or something.
Drink, I think I'd have to go with some Body Armor, and food, some barbecue sunflower seeds.
I don't have any Vibe bars here, but I'm going to talk to your parents about buying those Vibe bars because that body armor will kill you.
Oh, I'll go with like you said, a bang and a donut. Donuts are
chocolate, frosted, powdered,
frosted. I don't like.
Attaboy.
Normal.
This question is not as thought-provoking. What is your go-to pregame song?
Right above it, Lil Wayne.
For sure. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Secreto, Anuel.
I have all his albums.
Mine would be Chambea by Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Don't really have a song, but it's an artist, and it's Lil Baby.
Okay.
Anything that he sings gets me going. Honestly, whatever these guys just put in the locker room is what I listen to be honest.
All right, let me kind of expound on that. So you're listening to music. Do any of you guys like sing or anything, or dance in the bus or anything? Rap, freestyle? I mean, tell us about it.
I mean, I don't like rap or freestyle or anything, but I'm always dancing, and whatever song's on, I normally know it, so I just always sing it and stuff. So.
And you other guys, do you make fun of them?
All the time.
For sure, always. These
I'll
guys,
be the first
It's a
one to make fun.
brotherhood.
yeah, they have to.
Fair enough. Okay, so
Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for this group of guys for joining us.
Thank you.
okay, but before you leave, remember I told you about this is a nationwide, worldwide. I think everybody on Earth can see it either live or once we publish it. Here's your chance to shout out to anybody, whether they're here in the room or outside the state or in another country.
All right. I first want to give a shout out to my sister, who I hope is watching in New York right now, and Panchita, who doesn't even know how to use Facebook, but hopefully we'll see it soon enough.
Well, I'll shout out my family, even though they're right here, and my sister, who's watching at home, was probably gonna cry now because I shouted her out.
Just quick shout out to my family and friends. And that's about it.
I just want to give a quick shout out to my whole family.
Okay, so the family, good, because obviously you know your parents are here to make your life better than theirs. They're here to make you successful young men. But there's one answer I didn't hear, and I know when I was your age, you got to shout out to Nana because you know that chancla is going to come right down the hall, and she's got a better arm than your quarterback.
That's true.
All right, thank you guys. Congratulations on your back-to-back state champions. Best of luck going for the three-peat. All right, you guys are welcome. Thank you so much. Watch out for the cords on the way out. And we'll finish up with our sponsors while we get the other group on. Teller Trophy, Tucson's original trophy company at 6th Street and 6th Avenue, and also on 22nd Street, just east of Craycroft. If you want to think trophies or awards, think Teller Trophy. You can go to tellertrophy.com. Simply Noted LLC. Mix modern marketing techniques with an old school personal touch. What they do is they write handwritten notes to places that you want to market your business, and they also use the social media. So they mix a little bit of the new stuff with the old stuff.
Do we have 7
Believe me, it's a solution for success. Thank you, Simply Noted LLC, and that's headed by Ricky Elmore. Ricky was a stud linebacker back in the mid 2000s for the University of Arizona. Tucson Speedway on South Houghton Road, just south of the Pima County Fairgrounds. Believe me, they just started their season in March. I went to their Chili Willy race in January. I'd never been to a NASCAR race. Believe me, it was really, really interesting. It was fun. The people are great. If you want to have a good night out as a family, it's not going to break the bank, go to Tucson Speedway. You can go to TucsonSpeedway.com. They're going to have they had a race last week. I think they have a race coming up this week. You can check out their website for ticket information and for race times. Arizona Lending Specialist with Mo, the mortgage lady. Call her at 520-510-6698. Mo also does the calligraphy for our Players of the Week certificates, so thank you, Mo. We really appreciate it. And last but certainly not least, and I saw him in here before, but I don't see him now, Catalina Auto Recycling with Doug Sturdivant. Doug's a great friend. He's a great sponsor. Why buy new when used will do? Believe me, I'm a walking example of that. I have several used parts on my vehicles, and it saved me a lot of money, and I didn't have to go down to AutoZone or some of the places that's going to really charge you a lot more money. So thank you, Catalina Auto Recycling.
Thank you guys for joining us. This is the last group that's here with us tonight. Let's go around and do an introduction, your name, your year, and what position you play.
Hello, my name is Luis Rodriguez, and I'm a senior, and I play outfield, and I'm injury prone.
Hi, my name is Mike Gerardo. I'm a senior. I'm an outfielder.
Hello, my name is Fernando Rodriguez, and I'm a second baseman and a senior.
My name is Jose Guerrero, and I'm a pitcher, and I'm a junior.
My name is Mario Arte. I'm a catcher, and I'm a senior.
My name is Julian Grijalva. I'm a junior and a right-handed pitcher.
My name is Alex Ramos. I'm a senior and I play outfield.
You mentioned you're injury prone. What exactly does that mean?
It means that I'm always hurt.
I don't see any casts right now. Are you injured
not
right
anymore.
now?
I finally got good. So
Finally got good.
Yeah, I finally got good.
Right-handed pitcher. You're a big guy. I bet you can throw some smoke. Have you ever had your fastball timed?
No, I haven't.
What would you guess you can throw it? High 80s?
Like 84.
Attaboy. All right, that's good. That's good.
For all you seniors, what's next for you in your baseball career?
Well, for me, I think after this year I'll be done. So I'm gonna just make the most out of it for my last year. But honestly, for these past couple of years, I've had a lot of fun with baseball, and I feel like it's just time to actually go into the real world. And
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
For me, still undecided. I don't know what I'm going to do yet after school or after baseball this year, so we'll see what happens.
And what year are you in school?
I'm a senior.
Okay.
Well, for me, I would like to keep on playing baseball, but if there is no possibilities, I'd like to further my education at U of A and study architecture.
I'm going to continue my academic and baseball career at San Marcos, Cal State San Marcos.
Cal State San Marcos in San Diego County?
Yes, sir.
With the other guy?
Yes, sir.
Attaboy, I'm a San Diego guy.
After this year, I think my baseball career is over. I think I'm going to go further my studies at Arizona State University and just go, as Luis Alan said, go into the real world.
So you're going to keep the maroon and gold then?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good enough, good enough. We cover Arizona State University, by the way, on 602 Sports Talk. It's our brand new branch. We started with 520 Sports Talk for Southern Arizona. Now we're up in the Phoenix area, and hopefully we'll see some of you guys up there if you decide to move to the Phoenix area. So let me ask you this. We'll kind of keep in the school theme is seniors. You can answer this. Whether you're going to continue playing baseball or you're going to go in the real world, so to speak, what do you think your course of study for your undergrad is going to be going into college?
Well, right now I'm planning to major in urban planning at Arizona State University. I feel like my courses will just be on more developing cities and stuff like that. I'd like to move to a bigger city and help it develop even more.
You can help in Tucson, I'll tell you.
Yeah, maybe.
Other seniors?
Well, honestly, I'm not sure what I want yet, but if it's
just
anything,
not to get hurt, right?
Yeah, just not get hurt. But I think criminal justice probably would be something for me, but I'm not sure yet what I want to do. I still have my 2 years left to
Good.
decide.
For me, I'd probably go into study more physical therapy stuff, help some people out who are injured, like my friend over here.
He'd be a lifelong patient, is that what you're saying?
For me, I would like to study architecture, constructing homes, designing them and everything. I've liked that ever since I was a little kid. So that's what I like to study.
I'd like to study psychology. I'm not sure what type of psychology yet, but I know I'm trying to study humans, the brain, how everything works.
There's a lot of nutty people out there, so you'll always have a job.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we are here to talk about baseball, and it's still early in your season, but what has been your favorite moment so far?
To be honest, this is my first year in varsity, and every single time we go in a away game or stay at a hotel, it's a fun time with my brothers and everything. And
sorry about that.
it's just really fun. I've known these guys since I was really small, and it's a hell of a ride.
Good answer.
I guess.
So the favorite moment of this year so far?
Yes.
Or just any? Oh, well, so far I think my favorite moment is actually getting to put on the uniform because I never get to put it on since I'm hurt. But I yet have to touch the field, but but hopefully soon. But other than that, like I think my favorite moment has just been going to practices and always being with these guys and enjoying my last few moments with them. Because we don't know if we're going to... Well, we're probably going to see each other, but not as often, like every day. And these guys have been a group of brothers since we were small. And especially him. Yeah, I've lived with him. Like, he used to live in my neighborhood. We used to go out and play a lot. And, yeah.
My favorite moment is probably our first home game of the season. As seniors, we know it's our last time having a first game there of the season. So it was kind of a little bit of an emotional thing.
Sure.
Just knowing that's going to be the last time going out there for the first time of the season.
Well, my favorite moments are locker room adventures. It's always fun to be in there, just experience like the time with my friends and just having fun in there in the locker room.
I guess my favorite moment this year would be when we got rained out up in Phoenix and we had to stay in the hotel the entire day. We had we got to rest and we got to eat a lot.
My favorite moment of this season is just being around the guys, having a good time, talking with them, just spending a lot with them.
My favorite moment this year is probably being at the hotel this past weekend. All the dumb things we do in the rooms and just having a lot of fun together.
You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, we started having rap battles in the room, and everyone was just.
Your parents know about this?
No, I don't think so. And now it was just a lot of fun, and we just get along really well.
Remember, it's a live show, so they know about it now.
Yeah, I guess they know now.
All right, so let me ask you this. You guys made a great point your last go-around. I remember when I was a senior, it is emotional. You know, it's like, wow, I'm never going to play these guys again. And you kind of reflect on the years from your freshman to your senior year. So let me ask you this. Because you're in a unique situation being in Nogales and the only high school in Nogales, who's that team every year, or maybe just this year, that you have that circled on the calendar that you just really want to beat really, really bad? So, you know, whether it's a rival, a natural rival, or if maybe it's a team that you haven't beat yet, which in your case is probably nobody because you guys beat everybody. But who's that team that you really, really want to stick it to?
That team, it's Saurita.
Okay.
We know a lot of guys from over there. We're good friends with them. We play with them over the summer a lot. And we have a sombrero that we play for every year. Whoever wins gets to keep it for the rest of the year, and we've been signing off who wins that year. So it's kind of a bragging rights thing to have.
That's a great trophy.
Yeah, it
Is all you guys Saurita?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Mustangs, watch out. We'll get you on the show, but these guys, 2-time state champs, I mean, hard to beat.
You guys talked a little bit about the brotherhood and the friendship. What are your favorite things to do with your teammates outside of the games?
There's a lot of things that we get to do. Since it's Nogales, there's really not much to do but be in between us. So what we like to do is we usually have like little get-togethers at one of the other guys at his house, and we like to play Fortnite and stuff like that, or Madden. We have Madden tournaments or FIFA tournaments, especially. We're a little over-competitive with like FIFA and stuff like that. Yeah, just a little, but yeah, there's really not much to do in Nogales, but other than that, I think that's what we like to do a lot.
It's about the only thing we do. Just play video games and play baseball. That's pretty much all we do.
Yeah, and then a lot of us go off-roading in Fernie's Jeep or Jose's truck. We always go off-roading and get lost.
How do you get lost when you guys grew up in the area?
I mean, because we just take the mountains like behind Motor Hills, and you really don't know where you are, and you have no phone service, so it's horrible. But I mean, you're together, so that's what makes it fun.
Once again, do your parents know about this?
No, I mean, maybe.
I'm just messing with you.
We're going to start off with our funny questions now. So you have $3 and you're going to the dollar store. What 3 things are you going to buy?
You go to the dollar store.
You have those in Nogales, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No taxes?
No taxes. Yeah, $3 straight up.
$3. I'd say gum seeds.
That's $2.
and drink. Yeah, get it.
All right.
I think I'd get a iced out honey bun. I'd get a soda, Sprite, and I'd probably have to get some Skittles for my friend over there.
For $3, probably water, Gatorade, and some seeds.
With $3, I'd probably buy 3 packs of those TNT little poppers. Scare people.
Are those the ones you throw on the ground? They pop.
On the ground.
Interesting, a non-food item.
Honestly, that's a hard question.
That's why they pay us the big bucks.
Yeah,
Probably some Band-Aids for you.
That's probably
Best answer of the night.
Yeah, that's my answer. She answered it for me.
Best answer of the night. Okay, second funny question. I'm going to ask you this because I know there's parents in the room. Okay. Now, has your mom or dad or both of them ever drug you to like go out and yard sale on the weekend? Not that you're doing it, but they want you to go with them. Okay, so hypothetically, check this out because this happens. Your mom or your nana or somebody's going to wake you up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. She's going to have a cool breakfast for you and stuff, so get you all primed up. And then you're going to go yard sailing. So I want you to tell me the one thing. You're going to probably ride in the car like this so nobody sees who you are when you're yard sailing. But nevertheless, your parents or your mom pulls up in front of a place that they got all kinds of crap out on the driveway and they're selling everything and anything. You stay in the car. You're on your phone playing games, listening to music, whatever. You kind of look out the side, and you see your mom, and she picks up this vase. It's the ugliest vase you've ever seen in your life, and you're like, please, Mom, don't buy that garbage. Guess what? She buys it. Okay? Guess who gets to carry it on the way home? She's driving, so that's why she brings you. You're going to carry it. All right? So you pull back up into your house. You open the driveway. Your mom gets out. When you get out, you slip, and the vase falls on the concrete driveway, and it breaks. Your first reaction are probably deer in the headlights. You're going to look at your mom because she just broke her vase. But when you turn around, there's a genie. Now, this isn't a regular genie. This is kind of like a Walmart genie, okay? You only get 2 wishes. The third wish you got to give to somebody else. So what would be your 2 wishes, and who would you give the third wish to?
First wish, I'd have him fix the vase so I don't get grounded.
Okay.
Second wish, that she didn't wake me up that early and I'd still be in bed.
Okay.
And then I'd probably give my third wish to Fernie because he's a homie.
Okay.
It's a tough question. I guess my first wish would be for my mom not to buy that vase. Second wish. I don't know. It's a tough one.
Anything you want.
Get food. Get food. Get food.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And,
How many meals do you eat a day?
I eat 3 meals.
Huh?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
How many breakfasts, how many lunches, and how many dinners?
Can I add to that? He doesn't need just 3 meals. He eats 6.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 dinners.
Attaboy. And who would you give the third wish to?
To Luis. He needs some help with all his injuries.
Okay, that's my first wish.
All right.
And on a more personal note, like I'd like to have my cousin back here on this earth, and I would give my third wish to my mom.
Because you broke her vase. Okay. Is that it?
My first wish would be to have all the money in the world, so my mom can buy as many vases as she wants. And my second wish would probably be a car, a Ferrari, a Rari, or something.
There you go.
It's because you gotta get that foreign car, you know.
Sure.
And my third wish would go for my dad to get whatever he wants.
Good man. Good man.
So as he said earlier, this video is broadcasted all over the world. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
First of all, I'd like to shout out my brother. Right now he's in Madrid in Spain.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure he's watching this. And shout out to my mom and my little brother at home right now.
Just out of curiosity, what time is it in Madrid right now?
What time is it right here right now?
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's about 8 o'clock here. Okay.
Yeah, so 4
All
a.m.
right.
over there. So he should be asleep because he probably has class tomorrow.
Well, just remind him that he can watch it after he wakes up.
Yeah.
I would like to give a shout out to my mom, as she's watching right now, my brother, and my sister.
I'd like to give a shout out to all my family, my sister and my grandmother are home. And un saludo para mi papá y mi hermanito que me miran de casa.
All right.
I want to give a shout out to my whole family, my grandparents, my dad, my mom, my little sister, my big brother, and my little baby brother. And
All
my ninos, too.
All right, no chancla in the head for you.
I would like to give a shout out to all my family, my mom, my dad, my sisters, and a shout out to all my friends down there in Nogales.
All right.
I want to shout out my mom, my dad, and my 2 sisters watching for Phoenix.
I want to shout out my parents, my sister, my cousins, my tias, my my grandma, and for my trainer Eric Sol, who's always there for me.
You don't want to shout out to your orthopedic surgeon? Or anything? Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations on back-to-back state champions. Let's make it a three-peat. And when you guys let us know, I'll have Coach give us a schedule. I'll look on Max Preps or something. Whenever you guys are up here in town, I'd like to come and maybe even live stream one of your games. And once again, the whole world can see that. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we wrap it up, we're going to have the coaches up here because there has been a milestone that has been reached and passed, and there's not too many people that can actually say what Coach O.J. Favela can say, and we're going to get him up here and maybe an assistant coach or two with him. So just while we're changing up groups, I want to do a couple of program notes. Tomorrow night, very, very special show out at Wings Over Broadway, Camino Seco and Broadway. We have 3 of the best Tucson Sugar Skulls of the Indoor Football League. It's a brand new team for Tucson. We definitely want to get behind them. We want to have the city of Tucson and Southern Arizona get behind them. So feel free to bring yourself, bring your kids. From 6 to 7, you can get pictures taken. You can get autographs. Have some dinner at Wings Over Broadway. Great wings, great pizza, great sandwiches. From 7 to 8, we are going to have the 520 Sports Talk Show where we'll talk to these 3 fine athletes and find out the differences and the nuances between indoor football and outdoor football and what led them to become indoor football players. The following night, back out at Wings Over Broadway for the undefeated Empire High School girls softball team that's really ripping it up right now. We're going to find out what makes them tick and kind of the secret to their successes. So make sure you watch the next 2 nights for the 520 Sports Talk Show. You can catch us live on Facebook. Also, Pearson does a great job uploading the shows also to YouTube. So for those of you that don't have Facebook, check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter at 520 Sports Talk, Instagram 520 Sports Talk, YouTube's 520 Sports Talk channel, and obviously our Facebook page. So we are connected, so to say the least. Coaches, how are you guys doing today? What did you think of the show so far?
It's been a great show. The kids responded well. They elaborated on the things they needed to elaborate on, and it was all good.
Oh, there's some comedians in the work, I think, when they get done with their baseball career.
I think we have a happy birthday, Coach. Number 50, happy birthday. This is coming from some of the parents.
I was going to say 35, Coach.
Actually, 36.
There you go. There you go. All right, so Coach, you've been here at Nogales for many, many years. You've put a lot of sweat, a lot of effort, a lot of your time in with the Apaches. Obviously, 300 wins. There's not too many coaches that can say that. Kind of take us, give us the condensed version. Take us through kind of the process from when you were a rookie coach to where you are now.
Well, it started when I was at the University of Arizona. Kent Winslow. I went over and visited Sal Point Catholic on one of my education classes, And he called me that night and asked me if I wanted to start coaching at South Point. So that's where it all started. He was the first coach that I worked under. Great coach, good mentor, taught me a lot. Then I went back to Nogales. I was an assistant coach from '99 to 2004 under Fred Hernandez, who gave me the opportunity to go back and coach for my alma mater. And then I took over the program in 2005, and we're still going at it today.
You're doing a fantastic job.
You have 11 state championships. How did you get so many, and what keeps you going?
Just a rich tradition of baseball. I mean, it's when they talk about Nogales, it's a baseball town. It's a community that loves all sports, but I think baseball and basketball has had a lot of success also. But baseball early, I mean, there was I think 5 state championships maybe in the 50s. And it all started there, and then recently we've had the back-to-back state championships. But I mean, there's for years it's been a baseball community, and there's a lot of great players that have gone through Nogales and the program.
And for the other 2 coaches, what do you like most about working with Coach Travella?
Well, for me, I actually started coaching with OJ in 2007 when my son became a freshman at Nogales High School, and I had been coaching before that. So when OJ came to me and he said, I want you to help out. And I actually started helping out in the freshman team. And it was Mr. Favela Sr. Me and him took over the freshman program. And from there, I mean, it just kept on going. The tradition, everything, I mean, it's awesome to play baseball. And if you get to go to a baseball game down in Nogales, the whole freaking town shows up.
Mhm.
And, people are driving by and you see the lights and people show up. So it's the atmosphere that you see at the stadium. And then you get to see, all the family members that go watch their baseball players play, and that to me that's some of the most exciting stuff. So
I used to be his coach. Now he's my coach. He's my son. And what I like about him is just the relationship that he has with his players. He just has the middle of the road, not too tough, not too easy, right in the middle. The relationship he has, and the way he motivates, and the way that they respond to him. It's just an amazing feeling that you get when you're coaching, and that you're seeing the kids perform and rise to the occasion, and just to be winners.
A lot of the players mention the culture, the brotherhood. I know your wife worked at the school as well, and you work alongside your dad. How do you channel that family culture into the team culture?
I think for us it's just easy. The kids grow up together. They go to the same schools. They've played club ball together forever. I mean, when Ricky said that they've been playing since they were 3, the majority of them were like on one t-ball team. It's like all the dad and they all started. I mean, you see the pictures, and they're 3 years old, and I mean they can barely run, and they're all on the same team. But I think just spending so much time together. We travel an hour every time we go out of town. So where other teams get on the bus or get in their cars and go home, we're going to a restaurant to have dinner, and they're sitting together and they're cleaning stuff up, and a guy gets up and says, "Hey, pick up your mess," and I think that's just part of the learning experience. But the chemistry is, I mean, for us it's easy because we spend so much time together. If they didn't get along, they would kill each other. I mean, that's just. I mean, they're together so much that they do have the brother relationships. Yeah, you might have an argument here or there, but for the most part, it's pretty easy just to let them go, and the chemistry is just there because they spend so much time together.
Let me get back to what you said about the whole town turning out. I went to a small school. It was Palo Verde Christian, which is now Push Ridge. And we played the Bensons, the Wilcox, the Saffords, the Pimas, the Valley Unions. And I can honestly say, I mean, that's a lot of intimidation when you see the whole town turning out, especially like in a football game. People back up their pickup trucks, down goes the tailgate, and they're sitting there just glaring at you. And you're 14, 15, 16 years old. I mean, it has a mental effect on you when these when the townspeople come out and they support that town, because a lot of these places only had, like Nogales, only have one high school. So that's the thing to do on a Friday night or a Thursday night or whatever the games are. And that can really play into the psyche of the opposing team. And I'm sure that, you guys are thankful that the town comes out because of the fact that, it's that much harder to win.
Correct. And like I said, even if like on game day, you drive around town, you go eat at a restaurant, people know who the coaching staff is, who the players are. They even ask, hey, how does it look today? Who's on the mound today? They get involved. The mailman will stop by in the middle of the road and say, how does it look today? Who's on the mound today? So not only do they show up to watch the game, but they actually know the players that are actually participating and who's scheduled to pitch. And sometimes they give you advice, hey, maybe you should put this guy in batting second or batting, and you're like, what the heck? But that's awesome to hear. Because again, it is a tight knit community, and it's a great feeling. I mean, it really is.
Being a coach, you guys have a huge impact on these young men's lives. What's the number one value that each of you try and instill in them?
Well, honesty and commitment. Commitment to the team and to be honest with yourself. And I think one of the main things that we try to instill in all the players is baseball is going to end. It's going to end whether in 2 years, 3 years down the road. And we push a lot of education because we say, education, they can't take that away from you.
That's right.
And so, these guys that are going to go play in college and they're getting all these baseball scholarships, I say take advantage of it because it's going to pay for your school. Instead of coming out of college with a bill of $100,000, $120,000, take that to your advantage. And I always say this to our players, and we've been doing this for a long time. I tell them, you are not going to be a Major League Baseball player. But if you do, I want to be the first one you call and said you were wrong. And there's one guy that's pending on doing that. And his name is Marcel Renteria, and he's with the Mets organization. And he graduated with my daughter in 2013. So I'm waiting for that guy to come and say you were wrong. And that's going to be an awesome feeling. So
the main thing is learning teamwork and to play for each other instead of for yourself. And the dedication and just hard work. And there's no magic. I tell them over and over again, there's no magic. If you want something, you really have to work hard for it. And if you work hard, then it'll mean more than something that's just given to you.
That's a great point, Coach.
The education, number one. And, Eddie's always telling them that, baseball's not going to be there forever. But, do something with your lives. Don't be one of those people that they come back and they didn't do anything. We want them to go out. We want them to seek other adventures and do other things. And there's lessons. It's hard to just pick one because you have so many things along the line. We tell them don't be late. Communicate. If you have a job and you don't call in, you're going to get fired. And I tell them I'd rather get a call that says, Coach, I'm going to be 5 minutes late than you speeding and trying to get somewhere and having a police officer show up with bad news or something like that. So there's a bunch of things that we try to instill along the line. And going back to your question about Nogales and the small town, we tell the kids all the time. And Coach Eddie's always telling them, you're playing for yourself, you're playing for your family, but our high school, Nogales High School, it's also a town, and the communities, it supports it. And like you said, it's very intimidating when you travel an hour or 2 hours away to a game and you have more people than the school that's 5 miles away. And it's just great. I mean, when you're winning, everybody shows up, and it's a very supportive town, and it's a very tight knit community, and it's just awesome to be a part of it, and to put that Nogales jersey on. We tell the kids all the time, you win as Nogales. It's not just a high school.
Exactly. I had the opportunity to talk to the Sabino SaberCats when they were in football season this same school year, but last year, and they had to play Safford in the first round game. And I told them, I said, take it from me. I've been to Safford. I know how it is, and every single person in Safford is going to be at that game, and they're going to be staring you down, and they're going to try to intimidate you, and you have to overcome it. I said, because they're not just playing for the Safford that's on their uniform. They're playing for their community, their school, and most of all, anybody that ever went to Safford from, dads, grandfathers, anything, aunts and uncles. That's the kind of thing that you guys deal with, and I think that gives you kind of an edge up because of the fact that the whole city turns out for you guys. So when you go to another place, if you come up to Tucson or you go to somewhere else in southern Arizona, it doesn't affect you because you're used to your whole town coming out. And I think that's a big advantage that some people maybe in Tucson that only play Tucson schools may not realize. You want to talk about that a little bit?
It's a huge advantage. It's a huge advantage. And then, you have the people's support. And like Eddie said, you go around town, and my son, my wife can attest to this. You're trying to get through Walmart, and people are stopping you. And hey, what about this and what about that? It happens all the time. And but you also have that support where we have a great booster club. We have a great club ball team. And it's like we're getting ready for the playoffs, and we're doing our thing, and they're doing their thing. Like, hey, let's sell gold shirts, and then all of a sudden you show up to the stadium, and half the stadium's wearing gold. And they can buy a Nogales shirt and they wear it for All Stars. I mean, Little League's really big in our community, and we kind of finish in May, and then June hits, and then all of a sudden All Stars in July, and everybody's still wearing the shirts throughout the summer, and it's a huge advantage for us.
All right. Any of the other coaches?
No, just to touch up on a little bit what OJ said. It was fun, that initially when we were going to go to the state championship game, it was scheduled to be in Phoenix, and they ended up moving it to High Corbett, which was in Tucson because two schools. And the first year was against South Point, and I remember sitting there with a couple of the booster guys, and they said, we're going to get some shirts made. And when we showed up that day of the game, like OJ said, we looked, and it was just all yellow. And even if you look at some of the broadcasts, like Channel 4 News and everything, they would make the comments like, hey, all of Nogales is here. And we actually stood out. And it was a huge advantage for us because it was a school from Tucson that we were playing, and we had more fans than they. So that was an awesome feeling. And baseball is huge. Baseball is huge.
Yeah, that 10th man, so to speak, in baseball, you can't really put a price tag on it for the influence they have. I mean, these are still very impressionable kids. They're in high school. But to know that the whole town, the families, and like you said, everybody knows each other, is there to support them. I mean, that's, as an athlete, when that happened to me, I was just like, wow, this is really, really cool. Coach?
Well, it's just a great feeling, just being born there in the community and playing there and Little League and moving up, and it's just amazing to be there and be part of all of this, the community. And I'm 70 years old, and it's just amazing that I had a really good, life so far, and just the experiences, that I have encountered and stuff. So it's an awesome feeling.
Well, we appreciate you coaches coming on. Congratulations, Coach, on 2 state championships. We want to give you the best of luck for that third one. Give us your schedule, or I'll look on Max Preps or something. When you guys come up into Tucson, I would like to go and maybe live stream a game, do some play-by-play. Teagen may be there to help me, or one of my other hosts and stuff, and we'll get you. We don't forget about you once you've been on the show. We want to follow you. Perfect example, Benson High School softball team. They're also 2-time state championships, going for that third ring. We call them the darlings of 520 Sports Talk because, like your kids, all their kids played, t-ball and softball since they were old enough to walk. So it's really a special feeling to have teams like yourself, Benson, some of the other smaller schools, to really be able to watch their athletes develop. So once again, thank you very much, Coach. Pleasure meeting you. Coach, best of luck. And like I said, we will show up at one of your games, and we'll do you proud. So thank you guys for watching. Parents, thank you guys for coming here. Give yourself a hand. Apache Nation, you guys rock. So remember, the next 2 shows, we've got the Sugar Skulls tomorrow, and we've got undefeated Empire softball on Thursday. Also, I will be at McHale Center on Thursday for the first round. WNIT with Coach Adia Barnes and the Lady Wildcats going for an NIT championship. For Teagen, for Bill, for Pearson, thanks for watching 520 Sports Talk, Tucson Sports with a Twist. It's a wrap.